Welcome, Dean Venderman. We're going to talk to Dean Venderman today about how he uses Minecraft in his classroom. Dean is an education leader in the Regina Catholic School Division at Archbishop MC O'Neill from grades 9 to 10 math. He's an MIEE. He's been with us twice to represent Canada at our Education Exchange E2 events. A leader across Canada, a leader in his school division, a leader in his classroom, and just a wonderful, wonderful guy. And I'm really impressed by the way Dean is using Minecraft for our education in the classroom. So please welcome Dean Venderman. Hello, Dean.
Hi, how are you?
I'm very well. You?
I'm excellent. Thanks for asking.
Good. So I'm excited to hear more about the way you incorporate Minecraft Education Edition into your classroom. What's that like? And if I was a high school student, why would I just want to be in your class?
Well, I've been using Minecraft in the classroom for a few years now, but last year we were able to take it up a level with Minecraft Education Edition, and I mostly use it in my math class right now. So right now, for example, I had a Math 20 workplace class, and sometimes these kids aren't the most motivated kids, but I did a bunch of projects using Minecraft. For example, we did a project on slope, and we talked about, rise over run and all the concepts. But then I had them build a roller coaster using that concept, and the kids just got into it. And these are like 17-year-old kids, and they were all excited. I even had some reluctant learners that, they're trying to leave even before the end of the class. They were staying at lunch to work on their project together, and we did other things, like we built a water park to explore the concepts of surface area and volume. We were also looking at trig and scale, so they kind of finished off their amusement park by building a fence using trig, and other amusement park features using scale. So it was amazing. And I've also used it in grade 9 math with 13, 14-year-old kids. And we explored concepts like symmetry, scale, surface area again. We even did a build battle using circle geometry, which was unique to do in a block world like Minecraft. But the kids totally were able to explore math concepts in a new and an innovative way like never before, especially a lot of 3D concepts, like something like surface area. You can't really get that from a textbook. That's something that's 2D. So they were really excited about, I can walk around here and I can see this part. Math became more concrete for them rather than something that was abstract. So I think that's definitely a strength of Minecraft is when the kids actually build, they use the math for themselves and they see a lot of things going for it. I've also used Minecraft in Genius Hour and Maker movements that I've had in class. I've also used Minecraft way back in the day when I taught my major, which is social studies. I've had students recreate the Roman Colosseum for me, take me on a Mayan civilization tour. I have a tech club, and the kids usually come at lunch and they're doing Minecraft projects. So I've been able to see Minecraft in a variety of ways, and just the way the kids are engaged, it's just, for me, it's a no-brainer. It's such a great tool and a great environment for them to learn and play and explore.
This is fantastic. No wonder you've got a Minecraft poster in the background. I see that. This is amazing. You've really
That's some of my kids' work back there, too.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
I love that. Because it's all about the student, and from what you've just said, all that great stuff you just said, you've really made learning come alive for these kids, and you've brought learning to them, and you've made it real for them. You said that, and I think that's fantastic if you can engage the students the way that you did and connect their learning to the outside world so they want to come to your class. So it's not just trig. There's the application of the trig, and a tool like Minecraft is allowing for that. So it's really fantastic to see. So tell me more about the specific skills that you saw students using when they were working in Minecraft to learn math. Like, what are the skills that you saw? Like, for us, it's about success skills, real world readiness, application of what they're learning, concretizing what they're learning, and again, making learning come alive for these kids.
Well, for example, when we did the roller coaster project, we talked about slopes. So we're talking about rise over run. We're talking about positive slopes, negative slopes, undefined slopes, slopes of zero. So they had to come up with a plan first, and they had to design on paper what their roller coaster would look like. So they had to understand how many blocks high, how many blocks over, what did a zero slope look like. They had to understand that all before they went in there. And what I really liked is that they not only created, but they were able to play. And they were able to play with the math and say, okay, I can see how that's a positive because it goes from right to left. And what are some of the limitations that might be there? What are some of the ways? Like, one of the cool things that I've really thought was interesting is we talked about an undefined slope, which is a vertical slope. And that's a slope of 0 where there's a rise, but there's no run. But in Minecraft, there's actually some physics in it. So if you go over an edge, you actually go down at an angle. So the kids were able to figure out that if they put a block hanging there, that if their Minecraft cart hit the block, it would take them straight down, and then they would create their undefined slope. So to see them come up with that idea, and that was really amazing. For example, in my grade 9 class, we were talking about surface area, and I said, make me any structure that has a surface area of 25 meters squared. So I tell them right off the bat that each block, each face is 1 meter by 1 meter. So each face has an area of 1 meter squared. So when they built that, the students, like one student figured, well, I can just build a tower. And he built one that was 6 blocks high. And he was able to realize that, well, there's 6 here, go to the other side, 12, 18, 24. But he couldn't really figure out, I don't know, how do I get this 25th? Well, I said, well, you're in creative mode, fly. So he hit his space bar and flew over top. And he was able to look down and go, oh, that's where the 25th, centimeter squared was. And a skill like that, you just can't, and he figured that out for himself. I just kind of said, well, play with it a little bit and see where it is, explore. You can do that in Minecraft. And right there, that's, for me, that's the total selling point, just to see how the student was able to figure it out for himself rather than me tell him or just memorize a formula. He actually was able to understand surface area a lot better just by doing a skill like that. So for me, it's a no-brainer.
I love what you say, and it's really interesting that you use the word play a lot. When you think of learning in the context of a 17-year-old, the word play isn't often used together. But I think it's so important, especially with math, that you see, again, those applications, but that it's fun and that you're engaging these kids to play. And Minecraft, again, is a great tool to play, but learn at the same time. So I think that's great what you've done, and it's great what you've achieved, and I'm sure that the kids thank you for making math interesting for them and for giving,
we're just starting.
The freedom to learn. Yeah, we really are just starting with this new tool and this platform. So Canada's 150 this year. Did you do anything interesting for Canada with 150 kids, and did Minecraft play a part in that at all?
Well, I was lucky this year. I just taught a class. It was a technology business class. And part of that, I had a Maker Monday venture where kids could tinker with like Spheros and Makey-Makeys, access to code like Scratch and that. But we have access to Minecraft, so a lot of kids gravitated towards Minecraft for their Maker Monday things that we were able to do. And then the contest came out, Explore, Teach, Build, Canada 150 contest that Minecraft put out. So I talked to a few students and said, hey, if some of you guys want, here's a great idea for your Maker Monday. And I had a few kids really jump in, and they were all excited about it. And one kid in particular, he got really excited about it, and he made a whole prairie scene with a combine and a wheat field and a railroad and a hopper and of course, one symbol that's big out here is, and it's kind of dying, unfortunately, is a grain elevator. So he put all that together. He had kids come in a little bit once in a while and give him some ideas and say, why don't you build this and build that and that. But it was really on his own. And then he was done and ready in time for entry. So we put together our office mix and we sent it in. And then the voting began, and we got the whole school involved in that. I sent it out to everybody and said, vote for Canada 150 project. Let's show what Prairie Pride's all about, type of thing. And we got on there, and we were fortunate enough to come in first place. So we won, a class set of HP laptops, and it was just a great experience. And I know that's one I will never forget. And I know the student that did it, his name's Joseph Duchek. I know he won't forget it too. But the whole class and the whole school rallied behind him, and it was a nice way to celebrate Canada 150 by representing the prairies a little bit for sure. So it was an amazing experience. So thank you.
Congratulations, you really brought the school together. You lit it up for one student that was able to lead. So many important skills that you were able to garner with just this one contest, and I'm so glad that you won. Congratulations. I mean, there was a lot of fantastic entries, but I'm sure that you will put those devices to good use, and I'm looking forward to seeing what's going to come out of that. You always do great work, Dean, so congratulations to you and to Joseph.
Very excited about the opportunities that will come with that, so very grateful. I know the school is very grateful. We had a little bit of press out here. Even our global network came out and spread the love a little bit that way too. So that was a really cool experience as well. So yeah, it was definitely a highlight for sure.
Great. So I love that you're using Minecraft. I think it's so important. I think that everything you've talked about really hits the mark in terms of my own learning and the way pedagogy is shifting, and what we need, the skills that we need to provide to these kids as they go forward and they join the workforce, and be reflective of a changing world. So teach them in ways that are relevant and engaging, so that they stay in school and they have the skills to succeed and reach their full potential. I think that's why we teach. You're in high school. Do you see any differences on how Minecraft might be used with the lower grades? We want to see teachers using Minecraft and this platform not only in high school, obviously, but with the little ones as well. So do you think there are any challenges or opportunities in the lower grades, and what are the challenges that you see in high school?
Well, I think that just Minecraft is a big sandbox. And I also refer to Minecraft a lot as electronic Lego. And kids from, 4 or 5, whatever, to 104, 105, they like Lego and they like to play with it. But Minecraft gives you an environment that it's really your imagination and the way you kind of, put it together is that it can be anything for anyone. I know kids fly to it real quick. My inspiration for using Minecraft is actually my own kids. They started getting into it, and I started to play with them, and I saw what they could build. And that was about 4 or 5 years ago. So they were like, 6 and 8, like they were still, fairly young. And just to see what they could come up with, and that they're pretty quick learners, kids. And when they get excited about something like Minecraft and the way it's put in, I think that I can see it being done throughout a variety of subjects. It could be a story starter in an English class, in a social studies class. It could be, let's create something. You could do it to talk about treaty education. You could do it to talk about math. You could do it for an art class, like the pixel art is a math concept, but you could also do it in art. I really do believe that the environment that Minecraft offers just allows you to, if you have a good idea and it's based in curriculum and good ideas, let the kids teach you as well. Don't be afraid to not know everything. I know I certainly don't and still don't. But when you jump in with the kids, they teach me all the time, and the kids get a kick out of doing that, and I'm totally okay with that. So you got to be able to take a risk a little bit, but if you plan it out well and you have a good idea, more often than not, you'll get some good learning out of it. So yeah, I think no matter what the age group is, like you think a 17-year-old wouldn't be too keen on it, but it was amazing that a lot of them were. There are some challenges. There's still some kids that aren't really into Minecraft. I tried to partner up with a mentor that would help them along, but some kids I still tried to give them an alternate assignment, but I really encouraged them to do that. There's still a lot of teachers that don't buy into it and just think about a game and a waste of time. All I can do for that is let the kids work, do the talking, and let the kids do the talking about how much fun and how much they learned, keep stay the course. Sometimes there are some issues with griefing. That's where kids go and wreck other kids' stuff. But I find that as a great opportunity to talk about digital citizenship and how to look after one another. Plus, there's some tools in Minecraft, such as the Classroom Edition, that teachers can have a little bit more control, and see what kids are doing a little bit more. But I really like the fact that you kind of give the kids some trust and you let them go in there. And I like the word play because that's what Minecraft allows you to do. Is it's gives you a chance to explore. Like even with some of the roller coaster things that were going on, they're learning about slopes. Some of the things that the kids came up together with their ideas, they put extra additions on that are really cool. And they took it beyond just a math thing. The collaboration that took place was amazing. So. Definitely, I think there's a lots with the 4 C's. There's collaboration. Kids were communicating. There was lots of creativity going on, and lots of critical thinking going on when kids were looking and examining things. So, I think it's definitely. If you haven't tried it, I totally recommend you to try it. There's lots of great people out there. I'm lucky to be a Minecraft mentor, and there's about 60 of us around the country. Minecraft education site has a lot of lessons already there that you can kind of get started on. There's a tutorial world, and there's a lot of good people out there that are willing to help. There's lots of YouTube channels, so there's no excuse really not to try it, in my opinion. But it's definitely been a a highlight for me in my teaching career.
Thank you, Dean. I mean, again, we're back to play, and I love that approach. And for a 17-year-old who gets to play and who gets to learn, you're right. It's a no-brainer. Why wouldn't you try this? But let's just keep doing what you're doing, and let's leave with let the students' work do the talking. I love that you said that, because at the end of the day, we're all here for the students. And the fact that you're having such great success and you're really showing kids potential using Minecraft is a really, really, really powerful thing. So thank you for all the work that you do, Dean. Congratulations again on your win to you and Joseph and Archbishop McNeil. And looking forward to seeing and working with you and collaborating with you and your school and your students next school year as part of the Microsoft Innovative Expert Educator Program. So congratulations again. Enjoy the rest of your summer, and we'll connect soon.
My pleasure. Thanks so much. I appreciate the opportunity to share. And if anybody wants to get a hold of me, follow me on Vendy55, or I'm more than happy to help out. And thank you for the opportunity.